Hi, Jeremy Peterson here with Vesta Real Estate in Ogden, Utah, and it is time for another market update. So let's talk about what happened in April, and here are our headline numbers. House prices, or price per square foot as we measure that, increased 30.8% year over year. Our days on market is at a very low 5 days, and our sales volume decreased 8% year over year in April. Let's take a look deeper into these numbers and kind of find out what's going on. If we look at our price growth trend, you can see here that we have sustained a rigorous increase in price per square foot for the past several months. We're still above 30%, which is remarkable, and everybody is feeling that in the housing market right now. Let's take a look at our days on market, and it seems like, I mentioned this in a prior update, that we have probably reached our lower limit on how fast a home can be sold. From the time it takes someone to list a property, an agent to take someone there physically to look at it, then to write up the paperwork, send it over, have a seller think about it, and then accept an offer. Average is going to be about 5 days just to have an honest look at the marketplace and have enough people see the place. So that appears to be where we're at, and we are now. We've been in the single digits on days on market since July of 2020. So let's take a look at sales volume, which is kind of interesting. We are again in a slump this month compared to last year. We dropped 8%. And so with that, there's a couple things in mind. One is that buyers are being priced out of the market right now. That's a sad thing that's happening. Also, we have severely constricted supply. And there are some things that are causing that constriction. One is record lumber prices. Builders just simply cannot get their hands on enough lumber to build houses right now, which is a problem. Also, sellers are not wanting to jump into the market as much as they have in the past because they're afraid of being caught out there without being able to find a new place to go. And so there's some things that we can do to work around that. And if you need a professional to talk about, give me a call. I'd be glad to share with you some ideas on that. But seller hesitancy is creating a shortage of inventory, which is helping drive up house prices. It's kind of a feedback loop that we're in right now. So finally, let's talk about affordability. That's the big issue that people have on their mind, is what it costs to own a home. And if we take a look at our short-term trend here, well, actually, before we do that, let's talk about what makes up this short-term trend. So price per square foot on a house, inflation, and interest rates are the three components that create this affordability matrix for us. And so inflation, we had a big headline number today come out of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and inflation month over month was the highest that it's been since 1981. So that's a big deal. And a lot of things are getting more expensive, mostly due to all the free money that's been printed and given to all of us recently. So that's a factor. When inflation goes up, ironically, that makes things more affordable, especially when that impacts wages and what people are earning. So that can be a good thing because it actually brings our affordability numbers down, that's a good thing. So interest rates, if interest rates go up, that makes things less affordable, and if they go down, that makes things more affordable. So this last month, interest rates were virtually unchanged. I think they may have ticked down just a fraction of a percent. So when we combine these factors together, what does it look like in our trend? Well, unfortunately, the increase in the price per square foot just swamped the boat, and things are less affordable than they've ever been as far as our charts go back. If we pull back and look at the long view, you can see that we are in uncharted territory. See what I did there? So, right now there doesn't appear to be anything to break this trend. There might be something that shows up here on the horizon. When I see it, I'll let you know. But presently, we're going to need to slog through this thing, and we might enter some choppiness and uncertainty here as we get into the late summer and early fall. But we will see. The future is ready to be had in front of us. So if you're in the market for a home, or if you want to sell your home and need someone to guide you through this wild market, give me a call. I'd be glad to talk to you. And that's our update for today. Thanks for tuning in.